watching a lot of Michael Porter Jr., as so many other basketball fans have. Would you offer the Nuggets a trade packaging featuring the 5th pick for Michael Porter Jr.? He's on a 5-year contract, $35 million a year. The 5th year, though, is partially guaranteed with incentives. I think he's only set to make $12 million guaranteed in that 5th year of his contract. So I'm gonna just turn it over to you. How does that sound to you? Hearing trading the 5th pick for a Michael Porter Jr.
I wouldn't be too excited about it.
Really? Okay. How come?
Because the only thing Michael Porter Jr. can do is score. And it's like, not to say he's a bad player, because he's not. I just worry about the injury history.
Okay.
Coming out of the draft, the guy they basically told us that he had no spinal column. Like, his back was really bad. The injury risk would be a huge red flag if I'm a Piston fan. I would not be opposed to trading the 5th pick for a player that is similar to him, but I would need a guy that's more two-way potential, right? Like Porter, it's just when he's not scoring, what else is he doing?
Yeah, that's I often say that on this podcast too. If you're not, if you're a scorer, what else are you bringing to the team? I don't know. I think I would. If Troy Weaver doesn't love anybody with the 5th pick and you could get a guy of his caliber, I don't know. I think you kind of have to pull the trigger on it, man. And just because the contract is kind of big, $35 million a year. He would definitely be, I believe he would be our highest paid player on the team at that time, but it doesn't hurt you as much just because there's so many guys on rookie contracts. And he is a talented player. I mean, his, second season, technically his 3rd season, when he was his 22-year-old season, he averaged 19 and 7 with 1 assist, 1 block, and 1 steal per game if you're rounding up. So there might be a little defensive potential, but you're right. His game is definitely built on the offensive side. But man, it's hard to pass up a guy that's 6'10" and can play the 3 spot for you, because I think his game fits with Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham. And I just think he's one of those guys similar to Jeremy Grant where he might just want a larger role on a team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, I would be very hesitant to trade for him just because the injury history and he's a one-dimensional player, and that's fine. But like I said, if you're trading the 5th pick, it's got to be for a guy that's a little bit more proven. Not to say that he's not, but I need a guy that is a 20-point per game scorer that can do it on both ends. I like him. I did see you put this in the prep sheet, and I was just like, I looked at his contract, and I'm like, fuck, no.
But that 5th year is interesting, though, because that 5th year is only $12 million guaranteed, but with incentives. So it could jump up. But you're starting off the year with him going, and I think the incentives are him winning MVP, being named an All-Star, making an All-NBA team or something like that. So there's a lot he has to do. And I mean, for a couple seasons, you might get a super motivated player that just looks great in a Pistons uniform because he's trying to get the most money. So, and now it looks like, he's going on a deep playoff run with the Denver Nuggets. I mean, he's bringing experience with him. I don't know, man. I'm kind of flirting with that idea of trading the 5th pick for a guy, for either Michael Porter Jr. or a guy in his tier of player, because right now at that 5th, with the 5th pick, you're not getting a player better than Michael Porter Jr. You're drafting a guy to be better than Michael Porter Jr.
Oh, the sad part is you could be a Piston if you didn't trade for Blake.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, if you want me to go down that road, I mean, I can. Like I said, I'd rather stay at 5 personally.